أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله تعالى عليه وسلم. Brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Greetings to all of you. Blessed weekend to all of you. Wherever you are and wherever you're watching us from, we say happy weekend to all of you. Fellow Gambians, friends of the Gambia, greetings to all of you. I am here once again to express my opinion, because anytime I come here, I tell all of you very clearly, whatever I'm saying here, whatever I'm going to discuss here, is going to be purely based on my opinion, backed by evidence, backed by strong evidence and strong proofs. We have a country that we all loved very dearly. We have a country that we all love, and a country that is so dear to our heart, all of us, everybody, every Gambian. But we just came out of the worst administrative system. We just came out of the worst system in the world. The worst system of governance, the worst system of government in the entire universe is what we came out of. Of course, we got our country from President Yahya Jammeh, but we still have those that assisted President Yahya Jammeh in various ways. And it is clear and evident, we would all agree to the fact that Yahya Jammeh couldn't have been able to do all he did for 22 years without support. And he was not only supported by 10, 20 or 100 people. In the course of the 22 years, there has been a lot of people. But hey, I'm going to narrow down and be specific about my topic and my discussion. I am a Gambian, and a Gambian that is very truthful. Me, I'm a very stubborn person, but I try to be as factual and as straightforward and as realistic as possible. And I pray to Allah every single day to be braver and braver and braver when it comes to telling the truth. I would love to die. I would love to be killed. I would love to be assassinated because I said the truth that people do not like. There are a lot of arrests and sackings going on. Very lawful and very good arrests and very lawful ones. But I still insist that there are still people that need to go with these people that were arrested or sacked from their positions. Now, we have people that are writing to me. We have people that are calling me and insulting me because I have asked for their relatives or those of their friends to be sacked. Even some going to threaten that whenever I go to Gambia, they will kill me. Now I'm very happy to say, kill me. I mean, itata baila. Adun lunga minante bina Gambia, ufananta baila. Adun defanante Gambia na baila. If you have that powers to kill, go ahead and kill. But I'm going to say this. Number one, If your father or your sister or your brother if your father or your brother or your sister or your relative, the beginning where I'm starting with, if any of these people happen to be one of those serving at various embassies around Europe or around the world for Gambia government, Ahmad Gite said this. President Adama Barrow should sack them because they all supported President Yahya Jammeh and all of them were accomplices to whatever Jammeh was doing. Whether you are a relative to Umar Faye, a relative to Tenemba Jete, a relative to Momodu Baji, a relative to anybody that is serving Elizabeth Harding, any ambassador, any high commissioner, they were all supporting President Yahya Jammeh. All of them. Ibe too. Ibe. They were not interested in the well-being of the Gambia. They were holding those positions because they were only interested in the well-being of their families. If they had any interest in the well-being of the Gambia, they would have resigned from their positions. I said President Barrow should have removed all of them, if not all of them, but for some whose support for Yahya Jammeh was evident. A lot of them received Jammeh's wife, going out for shopping, meeting prominent people. A lot of them looked out for money for President Yahya Jammeh's government. They lobbied for money to support Yahya Jammeh's government. A lot of these high commissioners and ambassadors, they did it. So lobbying for Yahya Jammeh to get money on behalf of the Gambia was never was supporting dictatorship, was helping Yahya Jammeh to get power and kill more people. That was what you were doing. Helping Zainab Yahya Jammeh to get money was again against the Gambia's interest. So ni famu ambassador di bamu ambassador di mamamu ambassador di, I don't care. What I care about is the well-being of Gambian people. Anybody that supported Yahya Jammeh against Gambian people, especially in those high positions, Barrow nyante bailal. Now whether Barrow will do that or not, that is left to Barrow. I am equal to you in terms of power and rights. Every Gambian has a right to hold a position. Every Gambian has a right to be appointed. But momorandi yaya makoy nko alke tonya molti kullu haqqin walau kana murran wa kullu haqqin walau kana akhak alke tonya molti hanal fanyolu al tonya al foy hanal balu al tonya al foy hanal badingol al tonya al foy kila wal fani Ali ibn Abi Talib ridwanullahi ta'ala alayhim ikoni masibo be kering. If there's an injustice and you stay quiet, you are with the oppressor. All these ambassadors were quiet. Some were not even quiet. Some even sent away our Gambian demonstrators in their various embassies. They reported them to the police. They reported them to the police in the US, in the UK, in Belgium, in Germany, Spain. They reported them to the police. As students that were in India, in University of Great Noida, Sada University, asked them about what Momodu Baji, Ambassador Baji in India did to them. Ambassador Momodu Baji. Some of you were present when Ambassador Momodu, when Yahya Jammeh, there was a press release on GRTS that said the Gambian students in India, in Sada University, were engaged in drug dealing and prostitution. That was on GRTS. We had our brightest students sent to India. Dembo Bakari Koma took force in our country. Khadijatu Fofana had 8 A's. Kumbamboj had a great scholarship. Had a great results. Aliu Jany, Padabo, and all of these people. But what happened? Ambassador Momodu Baji, I could tell you all of this. What did they do? Ambassador, every student you take to Sada University, Ambassador Momodu Baji used to have a commission of $800. Every student you take there, you have $800 commission, or even $1,000. Some of the students that were sent to India didn't even get the universities that they wanted to go. Some wanted to study chemical engineering, and they didn't have it. Ambassador in India, we knew what happened. When Yahya Jammeh said on TV they will bring all the students that were studying in India. Momodu Baji was responsible for that. Was he interested in the well-being of Gambians? No. He was interested in his own well-being. Because he felt he was supporting Yahya Jammeh and they could do anything they wanted to do. Sheikh Umar Faye, my own Nijai. Duga DC, Duga DC. Faye may arrest. They were arrested in the United States. Some were even videotaping Gambians so that when they go back to Gambia, they could be arrested by President Yahya Jammeh. So I said some of them should really go. Now whether Barrow is going to do that or not, that is a prerogative power that the Constitution, give to President Barrow, not me. That's not me. Thank you so much, Dembo Baji. Thank you, Babukar, for telling me. Dembo Baji, not Momodu Baji. Dembo Baji, I'm sorry. And that was Fatim Baji's father. Now, keeping those type of ambassadors is not right for those students. You should not keep them. Now, that is what I said. If anybody has anything wrong because your father or brother or sister is an ambassador, but that is the type of Gambia we have, where nobody wants to tell the truth, where everybody would like you to tell the truth, but you can only tell the truth as long as it is not being told to your father or your uncle or your mother or sister. But any truth you say, if your father's name is involved, that individual is an idiot. That is about ambassadors. Nde Ahmad Lea Fonko. Nye ambassador hani baro me be bay. Bara nyanda dol bay la ndelaf. Naman die. Nanoma Canada. Naman die. Nde Ahmad mbe sela nang Gambia mbina aje. Isina nom. That is one part. The second part. Yankuba Sonko. Interior Minister. Mbafola President Baro Eko. Nima Yankuba Sonko bay. Ibe mandin kolel to kuyakan. Because yemi nubai la palasol to ten. Woni Yankuba Sonko be kan. Mbafala ko. Imu tribalisol di nima Yankuba Sonko bay. Yankuba Sonko mu police officer la lon police la nyaton kolti. I said it and I'm going to repeat it. And there are a lot of people, Yankuba Sonko's supporters. Some of them said Yankuba Sonko is the father of Gambia police force. He helped a lot of police officers. He even helped the demonstrators, Lawyer Dabo and others. Nalma wulia sabo bulante nte dala jam. Nalma wulia bulante dala. Yankuba Sonko. Ask Yankuba Sonko. He was sitting at State House. Yahya Jammeh told the entire cabinet sitting there, including Yankuba Sonko, that Yankuba Sonko is the only IGP that will never ask a question when he instructed him. Yaya Leofo, the best idea I have is Yankuba Sonko. Because whatever I ask him, Yankuba Sonko will never have two minds. He will go directly and do it. Yahya Jammeh said that, ask Yankuba Sonko about that. And if Yankuba Sonko is an angel, like people say, how come that he had to spend 7 years? He's the longest serving in IGP. on the Jammeh government, the longest serving, 7 years. He is the longest serving IGP. Criminal government, you serve that for 7 years. The maximum is 2 years, 2.5 years. Yankuba Sonko since 2010, he was the IGP. Yamere umanke mokurunat. Ngo mokurun ni mokurun nekata no tubabol yolofo. Birds of a feather flock together. For tubabol molof. Birds of a feather flock together. Arabol ko kullu qarinun bil muqarin yaqtadi. Arabol yolofo. Ta'limul muta'allim yolofo. Kullu qarinun bil muqarin yaqtadi. Minumu kilinti wallel katano adu Yaya Jammeh nyimfa abati Yankuba Sonko. Your Excellency ndenge kanule adu molmin ka wuliya fojang ika fokonde nde Adama Barrow nde kanule. Go to my Facebook and saw evidence. When it was tough, everybody felt you were nothing. Even some family members of Ousainou Darboe, they were not supporting you. Got back. Hani Ousainou la muso ende kumandile. The wife of Ousainou Darboe called me to say Ousainou said we should support Aissatou Touré and not Adama Barrow. I refused, even Ousainu's wife, and I stood by you, Adama Barrow. But I love you, that's why I'm telling you this. You sack Yankuba Sonko. You sack Yankuba Baji, NIA chief. You sack David Colley, prison chief. Why are you leaving Yankuba Sonko? Because he's a Mandinka. That's what people will think. Abai. Abondala Palasoto. Ye bon min fa. Yankuba Sonko le Hanover. Umar Jabang, the magistrate that was arrested. He was arrested because he acquitted and discharged one man. Ali Yankuba Sonko nyininka kije. He went to State House. Yaya Jammeh called him. He went to State House. Umar Jabang's case. Ask Yankuba Sonko about what he did there. Ask Yankuba Sonko. Ngo ikafonde ko Yankuba Sonko gave food and non-water to Ousainou Darboe and others. For Kabiriye Fatoumata Jawara Nyol Bute. When Solo Sanden died, they beat Solo Sanden with a lot of people. They wanted to hand them over to the NIA, to the police for prosecution. The police advised Yankuba Sonko didn't want Gambians to know the nonsense that was happening. He advised NIA Chief Yankuba Bajiko, we cannot take these people out because they are in terrible condition. Wait until, they get better. Walatina Fatoumata Jawara Nyolu, they were led to go to court. Yankuba Sonko advised Yankuba Baji about that. Ala nyininka fama off. The IGP advised Yankuba Baji that these people are in terrible conditions. So we cannot get them to court right now for Gambians to see. And they have to kill Noko Njai and Fatoumata Jawara before they were taken to court finally. So IGP Nde, I have nothing against him. But I didn't korosi kude. Ahmad Jitende. Ndeboka palaso nyini mobulu. Adu manta nte malamo nte fale duatanye. Adu nte fa nga batule. Atele duatanye. Ada dua minkende nte believe ta ko. Won dua nete boyle. Foni nte make kude. Nse balu nga fa nin Cairo. Adu momo e palasi o palas soto. Ning alende harje o palato adama dingo be hani mo tita fo dimbaka fe ajudala amari man fennontela amam fennontela adumbina Gambia e koy ali Yankuba Sonko bayala palato ni wonteng jolal ba falal be tolle no makan bayra le David Colley bay jolalem ale Yankuba Baji bay jolalem police chief me solo sande nyol hanova alma obay narma ba la bondi palasoto give way for people to have good and independent investigation ali yankuba sonko bayje ndela nga fala bay ni obotaje that is yankuba sonko mbina jumale ya wolemu Yakubu Drame yesterday the chief of the deputy chief of defense staff Gambia no la nga na fiki abula alanga alalanga ke tonya molti alanga na fiki abula ni nyo fasa amanke fen kandi fo wulianing hasidia deputy chief of defense staff Yakubu Drame Moli and Safena yesterday I got news, whether it's true or not. People give news false or right. I said according to, I was told, somebody told me what I wrote, that Usman Baji, General Usman Baji, General Savage, General Momodou Sow, General Emeba were fired from the army. I was told, and I said it. Aliamwed. Nko, listen to what I said. I was told, and I would say this anywhere. When Aissatou Toure was up and everybody was supporting her, I can say that. Maya said to me, and not only me, a lot of Huseinu's relatives, a lot of Huseinu's bro, even Yaya Dabo said, we are supposed to support Dr. Aissatou Toure. A lot of UDP, there were UDP people that said, they say Usainu said, we don't even believe that because nobody was able to see Usainu. Nobody was able to see Usainu. Even Maya didn't see Usainu. So I stood by Barrow because UDP didn't belong to Usainu. UDP belonged to Gambians. UDP. Usainu Dabo, Honorable Usainu didn't own UDP. So nte mba fola nko mansila mola. Nte mansila mola. But Maya told me that. That was when Barrow and Aissatou Toure were vying for positions. So what I'm indicating is people that are lying up to Usainu about us, you don't know what is going on. We love Usainu more than some of you that are talking. Because Usainu's own family supported Aissatou Toure. Tell people that. Usainu's own family supported Dr. Aissatou Toure. We refused and we stood by President Adama Barrow. That was what we did. That is what I am saying. And I would say that even on the day of judgment, because Allah is a living witness to what I am saying. So minuka avondema Usainu kan mala family kan aliye wulu albe fania fo kensengol. Yamwele. So ndeman sila mon. Nsila da alala. Yakubu Drame. So military. So when I wrote that story, what did I say after? I said, me, Ahmad Jite, it will not be fair for President Adama Barrow to sack Usman Baji, Momodou Sow, Emeba, and Savage, and spare Yakubu Drame, the Deputy Chief of Defense Staff. So Yakubu Fanabadi ngol wultaleko. Ekomi atina. They started asking me as to why I, Ahmad Jite, will have to say that Yakubu should be sent away. Why Yakubu should be sacked? Because Yakubu is the best, according to them. Yakubu is the best. He helped people. He was jailed by Jammeh. Who cares? I'm sorry he was jailed by Jammeh. But if I were Yakubu, why would he accept a position from Jammeh when he was jailed? Nimo ende tonye mo kurungo. Momi yalonko mo kurungo lem. Iyalonka mo kurungo di keba baye islamo kareye alale kilalong. Ko Yakubu Drame. Yaya Jammeh la batara ya aye bay. Aye sorong. Anate bula. What did Yakubu do? He wrote a novel to Yaya Jammeh. That was read on GRTS. Everybody knew about that. It's on Observer. Go and Google about Yakubu Drame's message to President Yaya Jammeh. What did he do? He praised Yaya Jammeh. Yaya Jammeh le donkila aya jayi fo. Yaya Jammeh amurunina ke ambassador ti deputy head of Gambian mission at the United Nations. Faya imoleke. Yakubu Dramé Muslim da Qur'ano kara fengo be karang. But Kabiri Yaya Abula prison, he wrote to Yaya to thank him, to commend him, and to praise him. Yaya took him in positions. A military person, ntolnga millong about military job. Your primary responsibility is to protect life and property. Aliyafa hamle. Protection of life and property. Military la doku mwelt. Nima woke. Moli ejo kodo mina asendi. Ngejo kodo mina asendi. Kullukum ra'in wa kullukum mas'ulun an ra'iyatihi. Awfu bil ahad. Innal ahad kana mas'ulan. Yufuna bin nadri wa khafuna yawman kana sarruhu mustathira. Nima woke. Yakubu, what did he do for Gambians? 22 damn years. Yaya Jammeh mol fa. Yaya Jammeh mol bute. Yaya Jammeh mol fa. Yaya Jammeh mol kodo sunya. Yaya Jammeh fengo beke. Soja role muneke. From Yakubu Dramé. Alka Yakubu min defend. What did he do? Okay, amam mo fa amam kuke. Ay muneke sign. Ala do quote ay muneke. Mo ma koyot. But ala do kuo molti. Ni ajebe mol fa la manke silo kandi. You stop it. Ni ajebe mola fengo tinyala manke silo kandi. You stop it. That's the responsibility of a soldier. Soldier ola do ko molti. Fond. For the soldier ola do ko. Yakubu is number 2. He was number 2. And again number 3, number 2. On the Masane Kinde. Yakubu was number 2. What did Yakubu do? Kabiri Yaya be manding call be banena. Yakubu Dramé be siring. Yaya ni Yakubu feto lemanda tola. APRC tour that happened. The last tour. For Yaya Jammeh, for Yakubu Dramé was not the one on tour with Yaya Jammeh, the political tour. This last, campaign. For Yakubu Lemanda. What is a military chief doing at a political program? Are they not supposed to be neutral? Are they not supposed to be, impartial in their duties? What was Yakubu Dramé doing with Yaya Jammeh going around doing tour and campaign, during campaign programs? What was Yakubu Dramé doing there? But Alman fem photo, that is okay. Almo hanakirinu, because Almo Yakubu badingo letal konkana fo, ko nyante Yakubu bailan. Ni aka funyol bay nima bay baro again. Mbafala ko you are a tribalist. Mbe ole fola. Ibe mandin koli be wolle mako kadum mandin kolu lafte makoy bari kana mandin ka jawol tuje Yakubu Dramé should go ning Usman Baji tata Yakubu Dramé nyanta talal ning Emeba tata Yakubu Dramé should go ning General Sabe tata Yakubu Dramé should go. If General So goes Yakubu Dramé should go. Ngawale fo abe mune tulaje. He is number 2. Nama mofa na bondide. Wota mala do kuoke. Adi ibeti ata nyaunya ila do kuo ni moke kafele ha ibeti ata. Bari ila do kuo make bojam. Ite me ila do kuoke. Adu Yakubu's job was to protect the lives and property of Gambian people. How many people did Yaya Jammeh kill when Yakubu was Deputy Chief of Defense Staff? How many people did Jammeh kill when Yakubu was Deputy Chief of Defense Staff? How many people? How many properties did Yaya Jammeh destroy and seize when Yakubu was Deputy Chief of Defense Staff? How many people? How many properties? And Yakubu's responsibility as a military man is to protect life and property. I didn't say he killed. Ndema for Yakubu e mole fa ndema of. Aduntene nema for ko Yakubu e mole fenne sunya. But amala do kuoke. Woto momi mala do kuoke. Anyanda Gambian kola kodo fango jolale. We paid him several times. He should pay our money and they should sack him. He should sack him. Ndema for Dabo FM for I didn't say Dabo said anything. Alkana kumol dunda kono Abdunjai. I did not say Usenu Dabo said anything. I said Usenu Dabo's wife called me and said they wanted me to support Aissatou Touré. They wanted UDP to stand behind Aissatou Touré's candidature Because according to Hussenu's wife, Maya, she said that was what Husseinu said. They should rally behind Aissatou Touré. I didn't say Husseinu said it. I said Maya said Husseinu said it. But Husseinu even didn't see Maya. That is what I say. Alimo kumo moy. Ndema fo Husseinu la fo dem ko. Maya ko Husseinu la. Adumba fo la Dawda. Ndema sila mola. Bari Yakubu Drame ni Usman Baji bay luolu. Ala bay. President Barrow. It's not Yakubu Dabo, it's Yakubu Drame. General Yakubu Drame. Sonde laftambe ole folalie Gambian code. Laftambe ole folalie adunde man sila mola. Nde lafta ole folalie adumba folale mba fola nga 40 ka 4. So this is from me, Ahmad, and I'm not scared of any of you. Yankuba Sonko ala bay. Ama keku ala bondije. Yakubu Drame nalie mafali abay de bar nalie Usman Baji bondije. Ale General Savage bondi. Ale General So bondi. Ale General Savage bondi. Ale Emeba bondi. Ali be bondi de. Ali be bondi. Alkana Yakubu tuje. Alkana tuje. Ndenga ole fo adung. I am saying it ning ala tema. Manso mi yenda. Ndebe Gambia bele. Mbe Gambia bele too. And I would say this again. Ninga modo la kuo complain. Mbe modo la kuo complainal. Ninga modo la kuo complain. Mbe modo la kuo complainal. Because that is a fact. That is the fact. Adung, we listen, we have ears. We listen to people speak. And we do not want to, fall victim of things that are not okay. We do not. In fact, ndeda madama. Sojaru kunda to. Gambia la sojaru kunda. Anin Gambia la police kunda. Nimbe justice kela. General olu. Momo mu general oti wodla. Momo mu general oti wodula. Ndeda madama. Alinyante be funyondila. Because yeminu ke general oti. Mola palaso ma sima. Mola londo man general ya sima Gambia Armed Forces. Mola general ya man fengo sima. Ndebe diamola janne de jang. I will speak. So ndebe ole fola. Adung anybody from anywhere. UDP, NRP, PPP, DOI, GMC, anybody. I'm a Gambian like anyone. Adung, the best thing is nalko ndengabo mo anywhere. Ale mindia la sadino mo belal. Ale mindila asadino mo molal. Niaje, the reason why I said this Husseinu thing, there were people that were saying, I, Ahmad Gite, I'm against Husseinu Dabo. Or I'm against Adama Barrow. That's why I'm putting it there. I'm putting this to them. That's why I have to reveal these things. Dolmi alon ko kata lo Husseinu bala wala modoli ko ka kumol fo wali about us. Go scroll through my Facebook page and see. Scroll through my Facebook page and see. And there are witnesses, many alonko. When Hussein was jailed, they were here. We've been fighting. So nafiki andema la vi palasila Barrow government ngao faliel. Barola minister payment from the papers. Fani ke jo kodidola minim paper man kilim. Barna man keot. They are not getting more money than me at the end of the month. I can pay Barrow's ministers. But the ministers today, they say all journal at the end of the month. So, ndeba folale, nde yende kulu tonyale kang, adu minu kamera nde silatale. Ekeda parti o parti membati. Nale Barrow jibe. Barrow mansa yata nyameng. Al se sila alala mansa tala al seke tonya molti. Gambia banko kang. UDP kono. Barrow. Mo nene mamira Barrow bekela hani parti leader ti UDP. Nale alala kero jibe. Al sala kilo tu mol beto baki. Adal sala kilo ta albe minu fola molie. Al sala kilo tu molto baki. Adal sala kilo tu molto. Barola presda ya. Wanyanda Gambian ol karandilal. He came from nowhere. He came from nowhere. Alaya ke mansat. Nde. Nimbe mansayala. Mode fenno la je. Nimbe palasti yala. Mode fenno la je. Nafikia. Wulia fo. Adi mo meseya. Woman kunondela. If your father is an ambassador, amake ku fani malonde ni ngalomba fola. Adu what is good for the goose is good for the gander. So mbe ole fokang. I didn't say they should sack Yankuba Darame now, but near Usman Bondije Ali Nindol Bondije, Ali Yakuba Drame Bondije, Mba fola, Dumba fola fana. Nima lafi. Ye Yankuba Sonko bay. That's your business. But ite David Koli bayla, Yankuba Sonko ya tuje. Ite Usman Baji bayla, ye Yankuba Sonko tuje. Ite Imanya no kela. And Famara Jallo. Imanya no kela, Umanyan kela. Otumbal kontonambal jaila, and I'll continue to speak. And one thing I'm going to appeal to Barrow, His Excellency the President. Nde Ahmad Jit. Nge kanu alaye anin kila. Nge kalu alaye anala kila. Adum palaso mimbebulu alale adila. Adun tolbe kontantalal. Mbadim fonyin kolu. Look into their matters. We want reconciliation. Mini etonye roke. Ngawol muta nge bute. Ninyante bute la nge sorong. But we also have great people in Fonyi. Okay, I'll speak English. We have great people in Fonyi. One of them is Honorable Abasanyang. An amazing man. An amazing man. Look into their matter as well. I was the one that spoke here and I was very angry with Jammeh when he appointed almost Jolas in all the big positions. You did not appoint only Mandinkas in big positions. He didn't do that. Momo yofa Willie Alfobari. Mbadi wal fanaso palasi kilina. I want you to give one ministerial position to Bukana Kujo Lakfana. Imakwe, Palas Kilindir. It's politics. Give them one position. Even one. Please. I love everybody. And that is going to help balance a lot. There are a lot of places, directors, ambassadorial positions, good people. Like, there are a lot of amazing jolas. Amazing jolas. Amazing jolas. Mbeole fokaye. Bari niya mako yake. That is from me. Again, this Facebook page is an opinion. It's a place of opinion. So Mbeole Foka is an opinion place. It belongs to me. And I am responsible for anything that I said here. It is not any of you. I'm responsible. If there is any problem, that is me. I own the problem. Do not worry yourself about it. It's Ahmad Jita's problem. Aljola kendol ke palasolt. Nga nyomuta. I'm not saying appointments should be based on tribes. But what we have in the Gambia is Every tribe is very sensitive. We try to ignore it, but it's very sensitive. Every tribe sees itself. Every tribe sees itself. And they all look very carefully. So wala nanga daniro ke barola. The reason why I'm saying it here is I tried to call Usenu, and I will say it again. I tried to speak to Honorable Usenu. I couldn't get him. I called him a million times. I couldn't get him. President Barrow, I tried to call him. The protocol will tell me he is busy all the time. I know the protocol didn't like me. Ami Bojan Siso didn't like me because I didn't support Dr. Aissatou Toure. So she didn't like me. I know that. Ami Bojan Siso, she didn't like me. Because I knew things that she said. Because I didn't support Dr. Aissatou Toure to be a president. So they're angry about that. But that's okay. So Ami Bojan never wanted me to speak to Adama Barrow. But that's fine. But what I wanted to say is, alafa ko ay mandin kol fananu makoy. Sorry, dolal fananu. Mo kendol bijel. Aye makoy, aye makoy, aye makoy, aye makoy. Again, people are starting to speak. I am not saying you should appoint people based on tribes. There are qualified dollars that he can appoint. He can also look into tribal sensitivities. That's amazing. Wodo? Mbal kondo na mbal jaila. Finally, to my viewers, this is my Facebook page. You all have Facebook. Hani mo killing wala kande jibe jang. Mansatalla na la kila sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Ndebe lola walelid politiko mansaya palaso nyadongaya alala kawdi mola ndengo karam fama bulu kabirin mfale nde karandi wala islamo adunde lata alala dina lata momola moman sembe soto nothing mansata lale ka fengo di mola na lafta dila akadi allahumma malikal mulki tu'til mulka man tasha وتنزع الملك ممن تشاء وتعز من تشاء وتذل من تشاء بيدك الخير إنك على كل شيء قدير تولج الليل في النهار وتولج النهار في الليل وتخرج الحي من الميت وتخرج الميت من الحي وترزق من تشاء بغير حساب ndanga karan qur'ano to nga long la taala mola warani la betea mbe adama dingol buñala nak mbe horomala bari alale fo sakom fa fulangol nim falu nim baringol mbal buñala bari tonya fo alanga tonya fo alanga tonya alanga fo nyoy tonya fo buka teriati nya. I will speak here and I will speak here and I will speak here and I will speak here. Ndemantara kelalade. I don't have enemies and I don't know if there are enemies. But momo ko bende falal walebe mbutela because unko yankuba songo e pala sobula. Momo konde ko. Unkana dia mujam because Yakubu Drame is your brother. Wala there is an ambassador that is your brother. You are making a big mistake. If you want, I'll be a political party. I have a right to form a political party. In fact, I'll start forming my own political party. Even if I'm not president, even if you don't vote for me, I can form my own political party. So So if you fire General Usman Baji, you should fire General Yakubu Drame. I have seen no reason why General Baji will be fired and Yakubu remain. You understand? The other thing is, you cannot fire Yankuba Baji for killing people and retain Yankuba Sonko for arresting those same people and handing them over to Yankuba Baji. Is that not right? But you can't Yakuba Lenyeke. You know, the good thing is, Yakuba Sonko is the father of the police. Yakuba Sonko did this. But they will never say, for Yakuba Maoke. They will never say that. Yes, Yakuba could do good things For Yamere Yankuba Baji never did good things. Yankuba Baji. For Yamere Nenaman Kukendek. Yankuba Baji did good things too. There were people, many alonko Yankuba Baji asked them to leave the country. The NIA chief, he would call them and tell them, hey, Yaya Jammeh asked us to arrest you. You better leave the country. Yankuba Baji, the NIA chief, did a lot of that too. He did a lot of that too. So because Yankuba Sonko is the father of the police force, which father? If you dine and wine that long with a dictator, you are a suspect. You are a suspect. Yankuba Baji is the longest serving IGP since 1994. The longest serving next to him spent 2 years. Yankuba Baji 7 years. Yeah, Yamaromu Kairold. Yaya Jammeh le afadala, Yaya Jammeh mune. Yankuba Sonko, lumuko wahla def. Mune Yankuba Sonko amut morom. Yankuba Sonko lumako wahla def. This is what Yaya Jammeh said. In the presence of Yankuba Sonko himself. But the Gambians will always be Gambians. Nintonya fona de base jele. But honey, even this Abdunjai, my uncle, if I say something about his uncle, he will start complaining. This Abdunjai, my uncle, Sumanijai, Sumawa hadara lo hamne, abadingo moma, ngabadingo ndingolo faje, abe complain, abe multi. Nimo bula Gambia tita no nyato. Ibadi ngoni moyo kukurunke. Bar ni o moma no problem. Bar ibadi ngoni ngo fodorong aliye complain. Fale amara tonya kata wala nyam. Tonya bu kata o nyama de. Tonya bu kata o nyama. Alanga tonya fa na kedam pawal. Alanga tonya fa. Mbal kondona mbal jailo. Atol min kalbe mbutele again. I have come here to speak. Now, the more you say, the more I will reveal. Things I know, the more you make me angry, the more I will speak. Adumbita Gambia ngaji be falbe mfanola. Ninjama no, longa, let me tell you people. In this generation, don't brag about killing people. Don't brag about beating people. Human beings have a lot of things. Ale molso fenjamal dela. Ye karate no doti. Fembe obulu. Miya lonko. Asembo asal. I'm not speaking, Jarai, I would disagree with that. I'm not speaking like Jammeh. I disagree with that. If I speak like Jammeh to you, so be it. I am speaking the truth. So momam ku non tela, and I'm proud to say that. Momam fen non tela. Alanga ke tonya folal tinga tonya fasa. Alanga tonya fasa. Mbijanne. Atol dolbe complain kanjang. Ya alfa manual jelle ye bute. Ye kuol kela. Ndi amuta alkan support le damara. You right on the ground. But ni mole ku for me mandiale drong. You start to, make those people look bad. Wala mala problem oti Gambian kol. Ni moli al support ya la mol support. Nde, monena man de badi muta. Never, my relative was never arrested. Namanke kabiring solo sandenyo la problemo. But I have stood here. Ngana do kol bula to defend Gambians mini alonko they were in jail. Na broda ma imantela broda fa. Nobody from my family was ever beaten. Namanke Uncle Buba jitet. Me alonko yanin solo sande nyol muta. How long have I been open here to speak? Some of you yalla mol muta fa almantara diamola. You were never part of politics. Honorable Usenu Dabo. They beat other people for Usenu, not Usenu's own children. Tell me one of Usenu's children that was beating in the street. Tell me one of Amadou Sane's children that was beating in the street. It is normal Gambians, ordinary Gambians that stood for them. The only time I knew that Amadou Sane has a daughter is when he became a minister. is when I know that Amadou Sane has a daughter. I never knew he has a daughter. Lamin Tunkara and others that were not even related to Amadou Sane were fighting for him every day and night. But that's okay. But ninga kumal for me man diale kale jumping alkabe mol fenkel. That I will not accept. Me, where the truth stands, I will say it. Compare me to Yaya Jammeh. Compare me to Adolf Hitler. Gambia mumbele tat. Yetara palaso do make ko mu Gambia tat. Ninga Yaya Jammeh for adung. Ndol, we are not against Barrow government. We are speaking, we love Barrow government. We love Barrow government. And that's why we are saying this. This is not the only time for us to have election. There are elections coming. I am a bona fide member of UDP, United Democratic Party. I am a bona fide member. Bari, I have principles. Hani UDP. Ni fadandela ndemange jubur launtide. Nde. I am not a man, me alonko. I will go and beg. You will see the need. Ko. Nde, I am qualified and you will need my service. PPP approached me. I joined them. I didn't agree with their principles. I left PPP. If UDP is not happy, they can fire me. But UDP, I, Ahmad Gite, I will not go to UDP to be somebody that can get something from there. Nde, I can only contribute to UDP. And I have been contributing there. And I can only contribute there. And this is not even about UDP. But molmi alongo e kata ka fo mole ko ha ndela mala vusenula ndela mala vusela family la. Can you imagine people going to tell that Usenu and Adama Barrow to take Kelkon ndol we are anti Barrow and UDP? Can you imagine that? And you people are telling me calm down. You better tell those people to go to hell. You are telling me enemies. They are the enemies. Those very people are the enemies. Go talk to them. I'm a member of UDP, and what is best for UDP is what I'm going to say. And the new government is not perfect. Thank you, Saibu Sise. Mba folanga fote ka fo. Bara ni mbunya ni khoromo. Mbe bunya ni khoromo le sambala na. Momo e feo fem fonde jang. Mi alonko mang agiri mba folele mang agiri. I will say that here. Mbal kontona mbal jaila. Adung every day I will come. Ha, momo malafin, alim filike. Alienjeten atol dodo nene mante balundi. Alienjeten nke bayari ngo. Aliye waleje nyingol dol fankatita already. Nkundi nyol nkaleje koita aliye waleje. I was brought up somewhere. I was fed. All this I know. Alienteni wojel. Od altembaland altembondi la noto. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.